thinking about people sitting in here right now, like, yo, for real, you got a car that you shouldn't have. Because the car now is a symbol. It's a symbol of success instead of just getting a whip that's gonna get you from A to B and you can save 500. Or it's like I said, people look at my crib like, yo, E, I can't believe you live there. But for me, Mars, what you said, I was always on that, if I live under my means, I'm gonna always have money. So the more money I make, the more money I'm gonna make because I ain't spending no more money. You feel what I'm saying? And so I don't have a TV. Like, bro, we got a 72-inch TV on the wall that my wife won. Bro, she went shopping and spent $100 at some little furniture store spot, and they called her like, yo, we got a TV for you. She thought it was playing. It's like, no, we got a TV for you. But I had that same plasma that was sweet when I first bought it 10 years ago on the wall. But it's to your point, it's like, I don't need to make more money. If I stop spending it, you know what I'm saying? If I stop, and I don't have to get a new car every year. I don't have to get a new, I don't have a watch. I don't have, no, the only thing I miss is like I did want to some gold teeth. Like that's one thing. I look back like, man, I wish I had a grill. You know what I'm saying? Deion Sanders is back in the day. Dion would pull one in and out. I just want one with my kid's name in it, my girl name at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I didn't get that I want. But I remember my cousin saying to me about jewelry. He was just like, yo, jewelry, you can put it back and you can make money off of it. And I was just like, okay, whatever. I'm not really into that. You know, I got to clean it, keep up with it. But I'm just saying, to your point, I think they need to hear, some of us are sabotaging ourselves because we're trying to keep up with the Joneses or we try to have a certain image. And it's like, yo, you could get a Ford Fusion to do what you're doing. I'm saying because you parking it and you spending 8 to 10 hours in somebody's job. It ain't even like you driving that sucker around on a regular basis. So I think for a lot of us, if we would stop trying to keep up with the Joneses and we would build our self-esteem up, we could save money. And then from that, like you said, we could start, you know, coming. I'm just saying, because I hear people say all the time, I need to make millions. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna be real with you. You don't need to make millions to live like a millionaire. Like I promise you, that life that you're talking about, you really don't need to ball out of control like that to have a life where you have your time. This is what's wrong with this generation. If you're doing it for money, you cutting it on and off. If you're doing it for money, if they ain't giving you bread, that means you ain't gonna come clean. That means you ain't gonna give 120%. So that's why I do it for the love of the game, because that just means every time I do it, I'm gonna be firing. Who make the most money? The basketball player, not that can put up 40. The dude that could put up the big numbers and do it consistently. I can't pay a dude who gonna put up 30 in one game, then he gonna put up 5 in another one. I can't build my team around inconsistency. But if you could score 17 a night, and I know you can give me that 50 games out of 82, I can build something around that. So for me, young people, listen to me. You temperamental if you can only do it for money. And if you temperamental, it just don't mean I don't know when I can count on you. And we can't make money if I don't know when I can count on you. So for me, that's why I was at the camp murdering it, because I don't know who in the room who could give me another opportunity. From now on, if it's something personal, call it a goal. For real, let's get the terminology right. If you want a car, we're gonna name that's a goal. Don't put your car in the same category as Martin Luther King when he said, I have a dream. Don't put that in the same category. That's a different category. If you're trying to build your business portfolio, that's a goal. When you use the word dream, now you are changing other people's lives. When Dr. Martin Luther King said, I have a dream, he already had a PhD. When he said, I have a dream, he was already a minister at Ebenezer Baptist Church. When he said, I have a dream, he already had a car. When he said, I have a dream, he already had a wife. When he said, I have a dream, he already had children. When he said, I have a dream, he had already won the Nobel Prize. When he said, I have a dream, he had already met with the president. When he said, I have a dream, he was already one of the most influential people on the planet. When he said, I have a dream, he wasn't talking about himself, he was talking about you and I. So I want you to redefine, when you say money, you say goal. Say, I have a goal. I have a target. When you say I have a dream, that's beyond you. When I was doing a PhD, and one of the professors, bless her heart, she didn't know no better. She probably grew up privileged or something, so she didn't know. So she read my paper and was like, I don't think you're gonna be able to pass the dissertation. And I knew where she was coming from. Like, I wasn't like she no hater, but what she was doing was saying, as a critical thinker, based on where you are right now, she had a slight idea I was getting better every day. So you talking to me about who I am right now, we ain't even doing a dissertation yet. You're talking to me about something we're gonna do a year and a half from now. You had a slight idea. I'm not gonna be the same version. I will not be the same person in a year and a half that I am right now. Or I wouldn't be sitting in your class. No, I need you to hear what I'm saying. You are too old to be sitting in somebody's classroom trying to get a grade. We way past grades, y'all. That's like elementary school. You won't get a star or something. That's elementary school. You want somebody to take you out for ice cream because you did what you were supposed to do. It's a different level. When I listen to me, when I went to college, I didn't go to college for nobody's degree. I realized that growing up in Detroit, Michigan, my mom worked for Ford. My father, who wasn't my biological father, worked for GM. I knew where I was called to be and what I was called to do. My parents could only take me so far. I went to the classroom to find the language that I needed to get to the next level. I wanted to hear what, you're not hearing what I'm telling you. I already knew I was gonna be successful, but I didn't have some of the language. So I was going to class to look how they put sentences together. I was looking to find out when you put this word and this word, how you start. You're not hearing what I'm telling you. I wasn't going for nobody grades and still got good grades. But I wasn't going for grades. I was going for the code. What's the code? I need to know the code. What's the code?
Let's talk about what, again, average versus phenomenal. When people are met with opposition, what do you do? What do you do if you're average, and what do you do if you're phenomenal?
I think if you're average, you play into the situation. You know what I'm saying? So like, let's say it's perceived as negative. Like you go there, you go with, oh, he hating on me or she hating on me. I'll give you a prime example. When I was average, I saw my wife's treatment of my gift as opposition. Like, yo, she ain't supporting me. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm out here speaking. You know what I'm saying? Like, every time I speak, she critiquing me. She never said nothing positive about my presentation. Like, every time I get off stage, if it's the best that I thought I ever did, she like, well, you should have done this. You shouldn't have said that. Like, come on, you know better than that. You didn't. And I'm just like, yo, what's up? Like, where's the support? That was average. Great was she going to work when I'm working on becoming a motivational speaker. She going to work every day. So she's supporting you. You got health insurance because she has health insurance. She got a 401k. She's built up a bank account. She got a phenomenal credit score and got us a house with her credit score. You understand what I'm saying? But when I was average, it was like, you're not doing what I want you to do. But when I became great, I realized, I already got 40 people that just said that was a phenomenal message. You don't get better by people telling you what you did right. You get better by watching the film. You get better by critiquing yourself. So here's a person who's brave enough to critique me because somebody else might have thought the same thing, but they weren't gonna say nothing to me about it. You know what I'm saying? So just looking at the situation like, don't look at it. Average people look at, what it is. They don't critical think. They don't analyze. They don't unpack. You know what I'm saying? Like they just see that's blue and not go deeper into, well, actually that could be whatever it is, yellow and purple, whatever colors make blue. Like this is what this really is. So for me, average, taking everything as it was, victim, phenomenal, victor, and seeing possibilities, seeing beyond, what's surface. That to me, that's one of the characteristics that determine a person who's average versus somebody who's great. You got to be humble, and I think too many of us who've been blessed like we've been blessed, people watch us and don't see the humility. Like they would prefer to see, the confidence in us, the passion, and overlook like the humility. But when you're humble, that's how you see things that other people don't see. Like when you're humble, you see, you're out running water. You know what I'm saying? I've been to other countries where They don't have running water.
Wow.
You know, we all have a roof already. This is a different type of roof.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But you can look at this every day and see the water and just go like, yo, this is a gift. Because how many people have tried to do the exact same thing you tried to do, in the exact same way you tried to do it, and it didn't end up like this.
Yeah.
So I wake up every day like, yo, E, you've been married you've been married almost 28 years. Like somebody took a chance on you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm being real. Like her mom was like, don't do it. Her father was like, don't do it. Like, what does he have? He doesn't have anything. That's a gift when somebody loves you, when you don't have absolutely anything. And then now it's a gift to be with somebody who's not with me because I'm E.T. the hip hop preacher, but really has been with me like in the good, the bad, the ugly.
Yes.
So I know this is my ride or die. So I think gifts are all around us, but some people aren't humble enough to say, yeah, I did work for this one, but this one, let's just be honest.
Yes.
I didn't work for this one.
Yes.
This was a gift from God. This was given to me, and I got to be humble and be grateful. It's all mental, and people don't get it. You know, everybody wants to say, okay, well, here go 10 steps to, okay, Lewis said do 8, E.T. said do 9. Mm-hmm. You know, this person says this to 12 steps, and everybody's trying to get the steps without the mentality. It's like, okay, maybe you don't need all 9, or maybe you don't need all 8, maybe you need 4, maybe you need 12. I don't know, but I think sometimes they see what we do and say, if I can duplicate that, just like exactly how he's done in the book, exactly how, and it's like, yo, you have a story. You know, you have a unique experience, and so your 12 are shaped by not just your world, but how your world has shaped your thinking. And I think that's the part they're missing. It's like, guys, you know, if it was easy, everybody could do it. If it was a cookie cutter, everybody would just follow it to the T. But there's a mindset. And when I looked at Serena, you know, when I look at the Michael Jordans of the world, Tom Brady, you know, when you look at Michael Phelps, like it is a mentality. You know, on our new album, The Resolution, I talk about, I got that dog. And I'm not really referring to just this, you know, aggressiveness, but it is a mindset. I saw Belichick said something where, you know, they were like, how you feeling about the Super Bowl? He's like, I'm gonna be honest with you, we're 5 weeks behind. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, everybody else is
next year.
For next year. Everybody else is practicing, training, they lost, you know, they and so they're trying to get ready. They're lifting weights, they're reading books, they're, you know, everybody that lost is studying. He's like, yo, what type of mind says we're 5 weeks behind? People say, E, why you still getting up so early in the morning? 3 o'clock. Because I was on the beach with my wife not too long ago. We was holding hands walking up the beach. And my wife said, I know it's hard for me to quit my job, but promise me I'll never have to go back to work again. Adrian, let me tell you something. Adrian, when she said that, I was like, yo, E, when you get home, you gotta grind, bro. You might have to start getting up at 2:30. You might want to even go to sleep, bro. I'm just saying, I'm telling you, I never did this before. I started looking at my booking gigs. I realized, like, I say no to 750 to 1,000 gigs a month. I started doing my homework. Yo, I was just with this dude, got the top podcast in the world, and I started doing my homework. I paid a couple people to do some homework for me. I called my man, he's like, yo, E, you ain't operating off 10% of your. He's like, yo, E, for real, bruh, I've been with the best. Don't nobody communicate. He like, yo, most dudes they can only talk to one group, E. He like, yo, it don't make a difference with age. It don't make a difference with ethnic background. He like, yo, E, you the greatest communicator on the earth right now. You only operating at about 10%. I was like, yo, it's time to go to work. I'm telling you, I've been thinking, I've been making calls. That's what I'm asking you to do. What fuels you? The reason why you so lazy is not because you don't have the ability. You so lazy because your dream's so small. Somebody asked me, like, yo, E, how do you stay fired up, bro? You've been doing this since you was 19. It seemed like me and Dad, where Dad at? Me and Dad were talking. He was like, E, I listen to so many other motivational speakers, E, and it just seemed like you get better and better. And I said, I get better and better because the thing that pumped me up in the beginning is the thing I think about every day. I wake up every day like, yo, E, you gotta take control, bro. Because if you don't take control, we live in a society outside of your house. You live in a world full of sharks. This world is run primarily by sharks. And I promise you, if you don't become one, they will eat you alive. You gotta be specific. You gotta say, I'm gonna make $325,482 a year. Just being real, that's what you gotta say. Like, you gotta say it, like, you gotta get a world the exact, you can't be like, I wanna be rich. And the world like, I don't know what that is. I don't know what rich is. I don't know what that means. Are you hearing me? out.